Welcome traders to a video that's about to blow your trading mind. If you've been following our journey, you know we've been uncovering some explosive weekly swing trades over the last few weeks. But guess what? Today, we're diving deep into the results, the strategies, and surprises that came our way over the past week. So before you even think about clicking away, let me tell you this. The gains we've seen, the strategies we've used, and the jaw-dropping surprises we've uncovered will leave you stunned and eager to stay until the very end. Now, whether you're a seasoned trader or just getting started, the insights, the lessons from this video will be invaluable. So don't click away, let's dive right in and reveal the explosive results, strategies, and surprises from our weekly swing trades over this past week. So, as you guys know, over the last week, September 18th, the week of, I gave you a list of swing trades like I always do. And guys, gals, these swing trades are working out in magnitudes. They're very, very profitable if swing trading is what you want to do. So let's go through them and we'll talk about them. And you're going to see just how well the 15 or so plays that I gave out last week really performed and how you could have come out on the winning end of these. So the first one we look at is CL. So, and I'm going to give you like a win-loss ratio, how many of the trades performed, how many of them didn't. So as we look at CL, you can see right off the bat. So CL triggered on this inside bar, this 3-1 setup. We've talked about them, how powerful they are. So it did trigger, but it didn't hit targets, but we're still in this trade. So I always tell you guys to get at least 2 weeks out. I had a one-on-one with somebody who was into swing trading. They asked about timelines. I told them the same thing, at least 2 weeks out. Maybe you want to get 4 weeks out. Maybe you want to get 6 weeks out. They were somebody who was getting, 2 or 3 months out, and that's okay too. Okay, the only difference is you're going to be paying more for the premium because you're buying some time on those options. Okay, but as we go through this, you're going to see like we did trigger, we did not hit targets. So was it an unsuccessful trade? No. Is it a successful trade? Not yet. Okay, not yet. Swing trades don't always happen in a matter of days. Sometimes they take weeks to develop, and that's why we tell you guys to get at least 2 weeks out. So I'm going to say CL is not on the board yet for a win or a loss. We can't really count it. We move on to Apple. So Apple, again, we had that 3-1 setup. But now what we've ended up with is another inside bar. So when you watch the weekly swing review trade video for this week coming up, I believe it's the week of the 25th, you're going to see Apple on there because we have this double inside bar. A super rare pattern. Doesn't happen very often. And I'll go back right now to show you guys. If we go back to find the blue highlight, because that's part of my indicator. My indicator will give you those double inside bars with a blue highlight. They give you these 3-1 bars with the yellow highlight. So you can see exactly how rare those double inside bars are because we are back on Apple, and I haven't seen one. So let's skim back. Man, there we go. So we have to go all the way back to October of 2016. So we are 7 years since we had the last double inside bar and we had this big run on the week. And then we had one just a short while previous to that. And then we went on this 3-week run, okay, off of the double inside bar. So that's what we look for off of those double inside bars. We look for those big swings, those big setups. So this for sure will be on the weekly swing trade list for the week of the 25th. We move on to BIDU. So we're not going to count any of those trades yet because they haven't developed. Now, we look at BIDU. Okay, so it gapped, but you still could have entered this and looked for it to hit targets. Did it hit targets? No. But in this trade, you still would have been a winning trade. Okay, even if you would have jumped in at the top here, you'd still be in this trade for a win. So we're going to say we're 1-0 on BIDU. We go to MasterCard. Here's another one. We gave it off of the 1-3 setup, or as Rich from Trading Wars would call it, the Nirvana. We triggered right here off of that pink line, just like we talked about in the video for the weekly swing trades, and we hit targets, and it's still going. So now we're 2-0 on these trades. We move on to Airbnb. Look at this runner, okay? Target 1, target 2, and we are still going. So this was a super big winner. We're 3-0. We move on to QQQ. Here's another one. Okay, we opened below the trigger, but we still continue down and hit 2 targets on our way to a third. Do we hit it? We'll find out, but in profit again. 4-0 so far on these trades. Okay, Neo, 5-0. Now, Neo's a little bit of a different case. This one would have been a little bit harder to get into, and I'm just going to show you why. If we go into the daily, this was Friday's candle, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Monday was here, Tuesday opened here. Okay, but we triggered, so you still had the opportunity to get in somewhere on this day and make some money. So we're calling that 5-0 for the weekly swings so far. So 5 trades, 5-0. We move on to XLV. Here's another one. Guys, this stuff is super simple. I do all the work, the heavy lifting for you guys. I'm finding these trades for you guys, and I'm giving them out to you guys in the swing videos for free. Here was our trigger. There was our target. There was another target. Winning trade. We're 6-0. We move on to QCOM. I'm going to call this 7-0 because we triggered and we didn't hit targets and we're not at a loss. Okay? 7-0. We move on to Lift. Double inside bar. We talked about these, how rare they are. There's that big run we got. And I talked about breaking the inside bar in the monthly. That's what those 2 blue lines are. That's saying we were stuck inside on the month. We just broke through on the monthly for another swing trade set up on the month. So I'm lost here. I think we're 8 or 9-0. Let me go back and see. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8-0. Okay, my bad. So we go to DIA. Now we're 9-0. Okay, we talked about this 2 up, finish red, shooter candle, boom to the downside. Okay, multiple targets hit. We're 9-0 on the diamonds. Okay, we go to eBay. Now, here's one we can talk about. We had the inside bar. We triggered to the upside. And I got to tell you, we hit targets. So if this reversed and you didn't take any profits, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to call this 10-0 despite it going outside bar. As it closed below that outside bar or beside the 50% mark of the inside bar, that's that purple, the purple marker. As it closed below the 50% of this inside bar, you could have looked at taking eBay to an outside bar or 3 bar. That's how we know. We wait for a close below the 50% line. So we're going to call 10-0 on eBay. We move on to DraftKings, 11-0. Triggered, target, target. INTC. I keep on messing up here. 9, 10, 11, 12 on DraftKings. Okay, another big win. INTC, that's 13. Triggered and targets. Okay, 13-0. Meta, I'll give you guys Meta. Okay, we didn't hit targets and we reversed back through. We call it 13-1. Microsoft, well, now we're 14-1 on Microsoft, guys, because we hit multiple targets down the way. So 14-1. We go to MU. MU is 1. We're 14-2 now because we triggered here and we started reversing right away. You had the opportunity to play that outside bar. So we're 14-2 with MU. Roku, there's 15-2. And here's the thing. So Roku had a 2 down red already. But the reason I had it on the list is because we had, so this was a setup off of our previous week because of this big shooter candle. So we took it to the downside. We hit targets, and then I talked about it last week saying we were about to break 2 down on the month. That's this blue line, and sure enough, we went right through it. We look onto Starbucks. There's another one. I don't even know where we are. 16-2. Is that where we're at? 16-2 off of this inside bar, guys. It doesn't get any more simple than this. You need to subscribe and hit the bell and follow what we teach on this channel and follow what we teach for this strategy. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. I have a free Discord. That link is in the description below. Make sure you guys are joining in so you're getting in on these trades. These are full-blown winners that I'm giving out for free every single day. We move on to SPY. There's another one. Can we call this 17-2? Is that where we're at? 17-2. Visa, 18-2. Uber, 19 and 2. Like, I know realize I'm going through these quickly, but here was a 2-up shooter candle. We called it. Okay. SPY. We called the 1-3 Nirvana setup. Triggering down, or sorry, Visa. SPY. We had this inside bar and then barely broke to the downside. Barely. We called this one out as well. Okay. Multiple times we called these trades out for you guys for free. So again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch this week's list coming up. It'll be out this weekend. You need to watch it. You need to be prepared. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go 16 and 2, 17 and 2, 15 and 2, 13 and 2 every single week. But I think last week we were 75% of what we hit. We hit 75% of the setups that I've curated for you guys, that I've done the heavy lifting for you guys, that I found the setups. You just need to follow the strategy, follow the rules, and we're going to put some profit back into your account. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every one of you. This channel is growing like crazy. We are way past 3,500 subscribers. So thank you guys for that, because I think like 7 days ago or 10 days ago, I hit 3,000. So I really want to thank you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So thank you very much. Good luck trading next week. Make sure you're watching for that weekly swing video, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.